Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is gonna be over the span of the next 2-3-ish weeks because I'm going to be going to South Dakota for a little over a week in the van, and so I'm prepping for that this week, and I have a whole list. So you are gonna come along with me to prep for that trip. I'm going to be doing a couple projects, like super small projects on the van. I'm just going to be like cleaning and organizing and just doing a bunch of different checks on the van. So yeah, very excited. And then probably next week, after this video is posted, I will start posting vlogs from the trip. I don't know if it's going to be like one vlog or maybe a couple. I don't know how I'm going to structure that, but yeah, so let's go and do a little bit of work on the van. That I was filming on earlier, so you get to deal with phone footage because this is the last that I'm painting, and I'm sacrificing listening to music and filming this clip instead, which listening to the music is the best part. Oh, I'm done. Because I've done so much painting, I never have to paint again. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't want to paint and prime anything ever again. I'm over it. So enjoy this clip. Now I'm done. Oh, I guess I'll show you. So we got the trim, which I ultimately decided to paint. I don't know if I talked about it on here, but I posted on my Instagram. I couldn't decide if I wanted to stain this a clear coat or paint it. I decided to paint it the same color as my walls. And then I can't, oh, here, my book box, which I'll show you guys when I put that in, but it's going at the back of my bed as a little like nightstand or like bookshelf type of vibe. It can fit 4 of my largest books, and so it could probably fit like 6 normal size books, but it's also kind of nice if I want to like set my phone in there, or I think my water bottle would fit, stuff like that. It's kind of like a nightstand type vibe. Because I don't have one, I just have to set everything on my countertop. So it'll be really nice to have it. Every time I'm in the van, I'm like, this is one thing that's gonna be so nice to have. And my dad and I finally built it. And we'll actually be able to install it hopefully tomorrow. This is gonna be so nice. I am so, like, this is probably like one of the most, like, the things I'm most excited for. I'm done. Now I have to wash off this paintbrush for the 100th time today. Let these dry for 2 hours and then we'll be good. Yeah. All right, bye. Okay, ignore the person doing lawn work next door, but basically right now I don't know if I could show this, but I got a knife, so I'm putting that away. I got another car charger with the whatever this one is, this plug-in is, and then the lightning. I think this is USB. No, it's not. C, whatever. But this is a more common one, and it's a short one. I have like a 10-foot long one, but that one can get annoying, especially when I'm driving because it's just hanging down. So I got a shorter one, and then My floor is so dirty. I don't know if you can really see. You could see a little bit, but it's actually really, really dirty because my last 2 trips were to northern Wisconsin. Go check out the vlogs. Go check out the vlogs, or maybe it's over here. One of those, from that trip. But basically, both times there was lots of rain, and one of them I was like in the middle of like a pine forest. And so there's so much stuff all over the ground because it was all wet and everything, so stuff was sticking to my shoes and stuff. So I'm sweeping. I'm also going to be doing a deep clean closer to when I leave. Now people are slicing stuff. Sorry about the background noise. But yeah, I'm going to be doing more of a deep clean closer to before I leave. I just have to put this on. I've been, like, literally the last camping trip I was on, I just slept on the mattress cover that, like, came with the mattress. Because I hate putting on fitted sheets, especially in my van. It's so hard. But I'm going to put this on. And then, I'm putting weights back into my curtains. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Thank you. I'm putting weights in my curtains because a couple of them fell out. So, yeah. Okay, just swept. Look. We're going to crouch down. Look how much there is. Like, that's bad. There was so much. It took me a minute to sweep everything, and it's literally like 5 square feet. So, yep. Okay, I'm gonna brush it out the door. Fitted sheet is on the bed, and it's so much more fitted than when I originally had it. Basically I had to cut off, this is technically a full bed, but I had to cut off, I think, like maybe 5 inches from the bottom. And so this fitted sheet was always like a little loose. I have to like tuck it under extra, and so that's probably helping it out right now, and it'll probably loosen up over time. But I also, when I last washed it, I like put it through the dryer on like high heat and everything, so hopefully it like would shrink up and everything. And I think it definitely shrunk up a little bit, and I think it's also helping that I really tucked it really far underneath. But yeah, we have that on. I've been avoiding it. It was actually easier than I remembered it being, but maybe I just did it an easier way. But now, basically, my curtains over my like front, they're folded up right now, but they're just like normal blackout curtains. I'm pretty sure I just got them from Target or something, and they had like the perfect length for like that section, because here, I'll show you again, but basically it doesn't go all the way to the top, so I can still access that upper cab shelf area. I don't know what it's called, I forget what it's called, but I can access it from inside without having to pull up the curtains and everything. So it's just along the plastic right there. It's actually velcroed on, so if I ever want to take it off, I can. It was gonna be a little, like, other people put in like actual like curtain rods, and I was kind of confused how they did it, first of all, but second of all, I like this idea so much more because I just tuck them off there when I don't want them open, or I like tuck them around the sides, sorry about the saw, around the sides of my seats if I want it like partially open or whatever. But it was like the perfect length. It just like, it's like this far off the floor, and there's like a little ledge there, so it's not like showing a bunch of light through it. And it basically blocks everything out, even when I don't have window covers on my front windows, which is perfect. But yeah, basically I used to just have them without any weights or anything at the bottom, and they would really fly around, and it was like they would fall down from up top really easily and all that. So these are actually leftover, like thick metal bars. I'm gonna take this off. But they're like metal, stainless steel bars from when I did my roof rack, and we were originally going to use these, but then we ended up not. And so this is like the perfect, I think I have one on each corner of my curtains, because like there's a hole like this big for curtain rods if you wanted to, both on the top and bottom, so it worked out great. And I just slid it in there. I had it duct taped, but it fell out, so I'm just gonna re-put that in because the other 3 are in there, and it's so nice. It weighs it down. They don't really blow around when like my windows are open when I'm driving on the highway or anything. It's so nice. Before, they would just like whip around and like fly everywhere. It would come up and smack me even in the driver's seat. So yeah, so I just gotta reinstall this. It's been out for months now. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. So I know this isn't the best angle, but basically this is like that little section with the curtain, and I have a weight on this side weighing it down, but the side fell out. I'm just gonna be replacing that. Duct tape. Let's actually sit on the floor. Sorry if it's a little noisy, but I just ran to Menards to grab some stuff that I wanted to get before I leave for South Dakota, so I thought I would update you guys. I didn't get everything that I wanted, but I did get this adhesive because I'll show you guys like before or after or during when I'm doing it. But the adhesive around my sliding door, or not the adhesive, the rubber strip that goes around my sliding door, there's 2 spots where it kind of keeps falling down, especially after like opening and closing the door a few times. And so a couple of times I've opened my van and my rug right beneath my sliding door back there is soaking wet. And basically it is raining and getting inside my van. So I need to get that fixed. At first I was terrified there was like a hole somewhere and whatever, but I've realized that it is the sliding door where the adhesive has come down. There's like rain trails from the rain coming in. So glad I figured that out, that it was doing it first of all, and second of all that it's just the stripping on the sliding door. So I got this to do the 2 little sections that are falling down. I can just push it up every time I open and close the door and it's fine, but I don't want to have to worry about it. And then I just got another thing of propane. I have another one of these, and then I have a third one of these that I've used for like all of my trips, and it still hasn't run out, but I think it's almost out. And I feel like I just want to be safe and have 2 full ones on me, especially because I might be using my propane heater for this trip like at night before bed, because it's supposed to get down to like the 40s at night. So yeah, I might use it like in the morning or right before bed to warm up the van. So yeah, I just want to have plenty of propane on me. I don't really know how much propane my heater takes. I know how much my stove takes at this point, and so that's fine, but I always want to have 2 on hand. And my first one that I bought is like so close to dying. I've thought it was gonna run out like these past like 2 trips that I've been on, and it hasn't. So it lasts a really long time with my stove, which is good to know. But yeah, so I got that as well. There's a couple other things I was kind of hoping to get, but I can just order them from Amazon or something, and they're like more like wants before the trip, not so much needs. Yep, that's all for right now. Hey guys, we're doing more work on my van. Actually, yesterday my dad and I did a couple things. One, the main thing was putting up these like trim pieces, because this is where like the 2, oh, that's a car. I thought my fan was like suddenly like speeding up to like number 4 speed or whatever. Anyway, this is where the like 2 wall panelings met. There's like lines in between, so we trimmed both sides out with this trim piece, and this side too. So now today I'm doing like this. It's the same as what I used up here for this piece. It's like a white silicone that I can paint. So because the sides of this, it's probably, you can't probably really tell. Well, you could see like right here, there's just some gapping because it has the curve along the wall, and the wall's not like perfectly like straight. So I'm putting some down the side. Also on this side, we have a different lip than this side. It kind of goes under on this side, but I'm gonna be filling it in this top part right here, and then I'm gonna kind of fill in this like weird gapping that's happening here. And then obviously you could see that like we nailed it in like with these holes right here. So I'm just using wood filler to fill those in, and then I'll do one final like painting of everything. This rubber right here has been like coming down. You can actually see where there's watermarks like here. So you could see that the rubber around the door, the sliding door, has been kind of coming down. Every so often when I open it, it like will kind of slowly fall down, and so it needs to be pushed back up, or else like 3 separate times I came into my van and this rug is soaking wet. Like, I had to let it sit out in the sun for a couple of days so it could dry off. And basically what's happening is the rubber's just popping down a little bit, and so it's not a proper like seal. So I'm gonna be using this to just connect it back to the door. I also have to do this piece right here. This one isn't necessarily causing a problem, but when I first got the van, this metal down here was kind of bent out of place, so I bent it back, but now this is kind of popping off again, so I'm gonna try and get it on. Oh, and then just something we also did yesterday, we replaced this bottom handle because I think I've talked about it. The handle popped out. It broke. It like stretched over the top of this, and just like one day when I pulled it, it pulled all the way off. So we've got a new one here, and we'll see how it holds up. It almost, I had two different types of handles, and this part is the old one, but the actual handle itself is the same as up here. And this like fake leather, even though it's technically from the same brand, it feels a bit more sturdy than this leather. This leather feels like softer and like has a bit of more stretch to it. So I'm wondering if this one's gonna hold up better. Which, if I ever need to replace these, I have like the better leather for the rest of them. I have plenty of extra. I think I have like still like 5 or something. So I would have plenty to replace it. But yeah, this is also my heaviest drawer, and it also now is the drawer with a latch on it. I actually should get a latch for this one too. But anyway, it has a latch on it, so it really holds on and keeps it closed, because before it was flying open. So then there's that extra pressure I need to apply to it too. But yeah, those are kind of all the things I'm going to be doing here. So I'll probably show you these trim pieces when I'm done. Also, I've been using my dad's, I'm going to set you down. We're gonna have a little chit chat, even though that's what I've already been doing. Basically, I've been using, my dad had a 100 amp hour, just normal gel battery that he bought, and he's like, I'm never really going to use it. So until you buy your really expensive like lithium batteries, you can have the 100 amp hour battery. It runs everything so like perfectly fine. I don't run my fridge. I don't have that hooked up, and I also can't run my inverter, but I don't really need those. I've been using like coolers on camping trips, even though that's not been fun, but it's been bearable for a couple days. Just because I don't know overnight how well the battery will last, and it's a gel battery, so you don't want to get it below 50%. But everything else, like I can run my little bed fan all night long, and it'll drop to like 70%, and it's like a super small battery, so it's been working really good from all my trips. But I'm finally got one of my two, I was originally going to get two 200 amp hour lithium LifePo 4 batteries, but I found a better deal for a lithium 230 amp hour battery. So I'm going to have eventually 460 amps of battery, lithium battery power. So I'm going to be set. I'm going to be set for forever. I can probably run everything at all times and still stay charged. So very exciting, but I got one of those two batteries, and then in a couple months I'm going to be buying my other one, because basically this winter I'm not leaving until next year. So this winter, I don't want my batteries to be sitting out here. And from what I can tell, I really only need 100 amp hours worth of battery, especially if it's lithium. So I want to have two, just so I never even have to even think about it. It doesn't have to be a worry in the back of my mind that I'm going to run out of power, I won't be able to charge my phone or something like that. But we have that, and we're going to be installing that hopefully on Thursday. It's Monday today, but hopefully on Thursday. This week is insanely busy. I have, starting on tomorrow, Tuesday, today's the second day of my weekend for work. Starting Tuesday, I work every single day except for Wednesday, which I'm going to a Gracie concert on Wednesday. So I'm gone from like 9 a.m. to like midnight. So I can't do anything that day. And then on Saturday, the day I leave for South Dakota, I work at 10:30 until like 3 or 4. And then we're leaving right after that. So I basically have no time to do anything, but I'm hoping Thursday or Friday we'll be able to install that battery and get it in. So yeah, anyway, thank you for sticking with me in my little tangent. I'm now gonna actually go and do something instead of just talking at you guys. So yeah, I'll show you guys when I'm done with the little trim pieces, what they look like. I don't know if I'll end up painting it before we leave because it's gonna have to dry for like a full 24 hours before I paint it. But maybe I'll make time on like Thursday or Friday. But at least it'll be all like sealed up and everything, so it honestly will look worse before it looks better, but yeah, anyway. Excuse my appearance, I actually just ran out here to get a charging cord, but I realized I never showed you guys after I finished these. So they're not painted. I have to paint them a little bit, touch them up before they're actually done, but they look really nice anyway. So yeah, I did the entire like sides of these, both sides, both of them, and then I also got, let's get a good angle on this. You can't really even tell, yeah, so like wood filler in here just to fill the holes. So that's what they look like. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys that. Also, I put in my blanket because it's supposed to get down into the 40s at night, or like 40 to 40 on like some of the colder nights. So I'm having this and then my comforter, and I'll be perfectly warm. I get so hot when I sleep. But yeah, I threw this in here because I was like, I need some stuff that I can like pack ahead of time. And it's literally this. And I also threw a hat in here. Right here. I already have one in here, by the way. I didn't know that. But I threw a second hat in here, even though I don't think I'll need it. Oh, and I also just threw my Crocs. You can't even see them. But my Crocs are down there in my little shoe nook, because that's like the best place to put my shoes right now. But yeah, because I was like, I want to pack some stuff, like do a little bit of pre-packing, because I have to hold off. I'm going to be doing it all on Friday because we leave Saturday as soon as I get done with work. So I have to do all of it on Friday. But I was like, I hate having just like one day and like a couple hours to do packing. So I did a little bit, but yeah, anyway, that's all for now. Tomorrow I get to go see Gracie in concert. I'm so excited. Okay, there's one last thing I wanted to show you that we did before we leave. And it's actually kind of hard to see because we already did it. But I got my battery and we installed it down here below the bed. Right there. So it's a 230 amp hour battery. It's meant for like normal and then low temperature. It has a good low temperature rating on it. I'll insert a picture of the actual battery that I got right here, and I can link it down below. I got it on sale, so it was almost like $150 off in the end, which was spectacular. I needed that extra 150 bucks. But yeah, and we installed it and it's been doing super good. It took like 3 days to charge because we don't have, it's a lithium battery. I didn't say that, it's a lithium battery. And I don't have a lithium charger for the batteries, and they come at like 40%. So we've been charging it off the solar panels and it's finally charged up and everything. It took 2.5 days of full sun. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna show you. Like I said, it's really hard to see, but this, actually I'm gonna flip this around so it's the right way for you guys, but this is what it looks like. Just barely fits, and I want to eventually get a second one, but we figured it might have to hang off the edge a little bit because of this right here. It's a little taller than this, but this is the battery right there. Runs everything I need it to run. I am able to use my fridge for the trip, and it's been running so far, and yeah, it's been good. It's powered everything that I needed. I don't even think it's gone that low. So yeah, it's been really good. Yes, I'm very excited to finally have a nice one in, because I just had a little 100 amp hour gel battery that you can't really go below 50%. So I don't have to really worry about this one. But yeah, this is so funny. My two neighbors' dogs are like staring at me, and I feel very judged by them for filming myself out here, but whatever. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to show you that. So we should be all ready for the trip, and I'm so excited. I'm also very, very excited to finally have my battery. Like I said, I'm going to be getting a second one, so I never have to worry about power going out if I have like lots of rainy days or lots of cloudy days or something in the winter. But yes, very, very exciting. Thank you guys for coming with, and make sure to stay tuned for my little video from my South Dakota trip that's coming up. So yeah, thank you guys. Bye.